everybody, it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. Today I have for you another video about my quilts. This is another 60 by 60 quilt. For those of you that don't know, I have a goal of completing 60 quilt tops by my 60th birthday. I started this last year when I turned 54. So that means I have to do 10 quilt tops a year. I am on number 4. So I need to get trucking, but they can be quilt tops of any size. So they can be either wall hangings, they can be table toppers, they can be doll quilts, they can be baby quilts, they can be king size quilts, they can be any size, but they just have to be the quilt tops, not finished tops. So this was my last one. This was my 3rd quilt top. If you have not seen that one, I do have I'm going to make a playlist of all my quilt tops. So that'll be down below. So I am going to talk about this next quilt top. So my next quilt top was, the wheel spun. I have a little decision wheel thing for me to use a 10 by 10, square, pattern. And so I use a layer cake pattern, and I don't have the label from it. I did not keep it. And I'm like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? But anyway, I don't remember where I got the pattern from. I'm going to try to find it. I made this back in November, so I can't go back and I found it on YouTube. And so I'm going to try to see if I can go back. I can't go back in my history because that's way too far back, but I'm going to see if I can maybe find it where I got the idea. But essentially it's super, super easy. It went really, really fast. I mean, I could have made it in a day. I really could have. I don't have a good back. I was in a car wreck a couple of years ago, so my back is not the best. So I can't stand and cut and then sit and sew all in one day. So it really takes me a couple of days to do something where if I hadn't been hit, I would be able to do. So, so it takes me a while to do a quilt top, but that's okay. I get them done. So anyway, you basically take your 10 by 10 square. You could do this really with any size, just adjust the cutting. And I thought about trying it with an 8-inch square, or like even a charm pack, I think, but you would have to cut them, your pieces really smaller, but I think it would be interesting to try. You take your 10-inch square, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 inches from one side, 2 inches from the other side. I mean, technically you can go 2 and 2, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to, from that now 6 by 10 inch piece you have, you're going to go 10, 2 and 2 again. Okay. Don't ask me to math it because I can't. So what I did was I took a light and a dark. I matched them up and I cut the 2 and then I flipped them. I'm going to hang the quilt up because I think I'm confusing myself. So I'm going to hang my quilt top up and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here it is. It's not a big quilt. In fact, it's only 7 blocks down. But you can see here what I'm saying about matching it. In fact, these 2 are the 2 that I matched right here. So you just basically cut your 2 inches from either side, top and bottom, and then you sew them back together with your pair that you matched. And then I tried not to be, I'm not very picky about how I match things up. You can see there's 4 greens right there. There's 4 reds. That kind of thing doesn't bother me. It just doesn't, you know, it's part of the scrappiness. I'm a scrappy quilter and I try not to be too controlled scrappy. And so, that's just how I do things. You know, it's how I like it. I like a quilt to look scrappy. I like it to look like, you know, I don't have a design board, so laying things out, I don't have a floor I can lay things out on. So I just put them together, and I love this quilt top. In fact, both my daughter and my daughter-in-law love this quilt top, and I think I might have another layer cake just like it. But This is a quilt top, honestly, you could put together so fast. I thought about it. I thought about making another one just out of some of the pieces that I'm looking at my cabinet, that I have 3 drawers of greens, and I thought about doing it with my greens. So we'll see what I end up doing, but I love this quilt top. It was fun to make. It was really fun to make. It was fun to cut out. Like I said, I matched up pairs, but you almost don't have to. You could just put your lights and your darks. What I did was I chose, my light. You can see there's green, red, and then like browns and beiges. So there are some light beiges and some dark beige, like that right here, that brown, more browner color. It's kind of it's brown. It's what I call a Civil War brown, that kind of brown color. So I just kind of divided them into lights and darks, and then I just chose pairs to go together. And then I cut them in pairs, stacked them in pairs, and sewed them together in pairs. So that's it. That is quilt top number 4. I am so excited about this quilt top. It came out great. I love the way it came out. I do want to make another one soon like it. I might make one smaller. I might experiment with charm squares. Not sure. I might experiment with total scraps. This, like I said, this was a layer cake that I purchased back when Tuesday Morning was alive. And so, I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to make one just with total scraps and see how that comes out. But thank you for joining me. This, like I said, this is a short video. It's a quilt video. So this is just kind of my quilt show and tell that I have. If I have anything different when I do my completed quilt tops, I'll go ahead and show you guys. But that's all I have. So I will see you guys hopefully next week with something else, Lord willing. If not, I will see you on my next floss tube. Bye-bye, everybody.